Ancient traditions and forbidden texts contain references to a mysterious connection. These sources describe a link between the first human beings and the towering Nephilim. The Nephilim are often depicted as giant beings, figures of myth and legend. This concept challenges conventional understandings of human origins and early history. Such narratives provoke inquiry into alternative theories of ancient human development. For centuries, a specific narrative remained concealed from public knowledge. This narrative was preserved within forgotten manuscripts. It was also hidden within shadowed historical archives. Consequently, it remained largely unknown to modern readers. Ancient texts, long considered lost, have recently resurfaced. These rediscovered documents contain information regarding human origins. The details within these texts are described as shocking and unexpected. Their content prompts a reevaluation of established historical narratives. This discovery initiates an exploration into previously missing chapters of early human history. The implications challenge current understandings of humanity's beginnings. Ancient scholars theorized about the true nature and original form of the first human being. These scholars believed certain mysterious details were intentionally excluded from canonical texts. The omissions concerned the physical characteristics and initial state of humanity. This suggests a deliberate act to obscure specific knowledge about human origins. Ancient writers preserved a strange and unsettling story. This preservation indicates the profound significance of the narrative. The story invites visualization of a massive, towering early human figure. This figure is depicted within a primordial, undeveloped landscape. Ancient rabbinical debates explore theories concerning pre-Adamic races. These discussions delve into the possibility of beings existing before humanity's dawn. Midrash texts contribute to these theories, examining mysterious entities. The texts investigate the existence of these beings long before Adam's creation. New theories fundamentally challenge traditional understandings of early creation narratives. These theories propose a more intricate and multifaceted origin for foundational myths. They suggest a departure from commonly accepted, simpler explanations of creation. This reevaluation alters our perception of how these narratives initially formed and evolved. Ancient scholars engaged in profound study, deciphering texts inscribed on massive stone tablets. Their research centered on a contentious hypothesis regarding the enigmatic Watchers. The Watchers were figures of significant debate, often associated with celestial or divine origins. A key element of the hypothesis involved a forbidden bloodline, implying a lineage of controversial nature. These scholarly discussions highlight the historical examination of mythical or quasi-historical narratives. This hypothesis proposes a secret crossing over of a specific, often termed forbidden, bloodline. The concept of a forbidden bloodline implies a lineage with unique or distinct genetic markers. Such a crossing over suggests an intermingling with existing populations. This raises critical questions about its interaction dynamics with early human populations. The hypothesis prompts investigation into genetic exchange and cultural impact. Some interpretations propose that the Watchers possessed a corrupted genetic lineage. This concept suggests a deviation from an original, pure genetic state. The nature of this corruption is often debated within various texts and theories. This genetic anomaly in the Watchers raises significant questions about human ancestry. It prompts inquiry into potential genetic influences on early human development. The idea challenges conventional understandings of human origins and genetic heritage. The concept of a forbidden bloodline suggests a lineage deemed separate or distinct from early human populations. This prompts inquiry into potential interactions between this bloodline and early humans. Specifically, it raises questions about undocumented periods in early human history. The hypothesis explores whether genetic mixing occurred during these unrecorded centuries. Such intermingling could have influenced the genetic makeup of early human societies. The Zohar, a foundational work in Kabbalah, introduces the mystical concept of Adam Kadmon. Adam Kadmon is depicted as a primordial cosmic being, representing the divine blueprint of creation. This entity is described as massive, embodying the entirety of the spiritual universe. It is also portrayed as a glowing being, radiating divine light and spiritual energy. Adam Kadmon is a primordial being in Kabbalistic thought, representing the original man. Descriptions of Adam Kadmon emphasize his immense, cosmic scale. This vast size mirrors the terrifying depictions of giants found in various mythologies. Such parallels suggest a potential conceptual link between these colossal figures. Ancient historical texts contain descriptions of colossal, luminous human figures. These figures are often depicted spanning the horizon, glowing with celestial light. Such accounts are found in various suppressed or lesser-known historical documents. The descriptions consistently portray beings of immense scale and radiant energy. Visualizing these figures brings to life the extraordinary narratives from antiquity. These visualizations align with the specific details recorded in the ancient texts. Many historical narratives remain unknown to the general public. This obscurity is often due to actions taken by powerful figures. Early church leaders, during ancient councils, played a significant role. Their decisions led to the suppression of certain stories and texts. Historical figures meticulously selected which ancient texts would endure through time. This process involved careful curation, determining the survival of countless books and manuscripts. Allegations suggest that certain controversial texts were deliberately suppressed during this selection. One prominent example cited is the Book of Enoch, known for its unique and often disturbing narratives. This ancient religious work contains extensive lore, including accounts of terrifying giants. The suppression of such texts raises questions about the selective preservation of historical and religious knowledge. The suppression of certain historical texts often leads to widespread speculation. This speculation frequently centers on the existence of other hidden truths. A common area of focus is the potential concealment of ancient bloodlines. These bloodlines are believed to be obscured by centuries of official historical narratives. The act of suppression fuels theories about deliberate historical manipulation and hidden knowledge. To uncover deeper answers, a broader perspective is often required. This involves looking beyond conventional boundaries of study and interpretation. A key approach is to compare the Genesis story with ancient Sumerian texts. Such a comparison can reveal shared themes, narratives, or cultural influences. Analyzing these distinct yet potentially related historical accounts provides new insights. This interdisciplinary method helps in understanding the origins and evolution of foundational narratives. Ancient texts from various cultures describe the creation of a being named Adamu. These narratives often attribute Adamu's creation to powerful, mysterious deities. A fascinating historical overlap exists in these diverse accounts regarding Adamu's origin. The common thread is the intervention of ancient gods in the genesis of humanity. This comparative study reveals shared mythological themes across different civilizations. Ancient Sumerian depictions showcase giant gods with elaborate beards and winged symbols. These figures are often carved onto massive stone walls, indicating their significance. The characteristics of these deities bear striking similarities to theories of extraterrestrial origins. Such resemblances fuel speculation about ancient alien contact and influence on early civilizations. Ancient artifacts provide intriguing clues about early human history. These findings suggest the possible creation of genetically altered humans in antiquity. Such evidence introduces complexities into the conventional narrative of human origins. The implications challenge established understandings of early human development. The understanding of human origins may be more intricate than commonly presented. New discoveries frequently challenge established narratives regarding human ancestry. Archaeological findings provide crucial evidence for re-evaluating historical timelines. Sites like the ancient caves of Qumran offer significant insights into early human history. These discoveries suggest a deeper, more complex past for humanity. Ongoing research continues to uncover layers of previously unknown human origins. The Dead Sea Scrolls are ancient manuscripts discovered in the Qumran caves. These scrolls contain rare fragment texts, offering insights into historical and religious contexts. Among these fragments is the Lost Book of Giants, a significant and mysterious text. The Book of Giants provides narratives about ancient beings and their interactions with humanity. It suggests a potentially hidden connection to early human ancestry and ancient mythologies. Ancient parchments are fragile historical artifacts that hold significant information. Scholars are dedicated to fully understanding the content and context of these documents. Their research aims to uncover the implications these parchments have for human origins. The ongoing study of these texts contributes to our knowledge of early human history. Ancient documents, now fragile with age, hold forgotten warnings. These texts describe towering giants traversing ancient valleys. The writings depict these colossal figures as observed by tiny human forms. The human observers are portrayed as experiencing profound terror. The documents suggest a historical interaction between humans and these immense beings. These records serve as a historical testament to a forgotten era. The Nag Hammadi texts are ancient manuscripts that contain controversial religious and philosophical writings. These texts introduce mysterious entities known as archons. Archons are depicted as beings who exert control over humanity and the material world. A central theme is the Archon's alleged attempt to create a physically flawed human vessel. This narrative suggests a deliberate imperfection in human creation, as described in the texts. Ancient Egyptian manuscripts contain intriguing theories regarding human origins and development. These texts suggest the existence of a genetically manipulated giant bloodline. This bloodline is described as having extraordinary characteristics, differing from typical human physiology. The manuscripts imply that this genetic alteration was not a natural evolutionary process. Instead, it points to a cosmic mistake in the initial creation process. These ancient accounts offer a unique perspective on early life and genetic engineering. Historical texts often provide insights into ancient beliefs about human origins and development. Certain historians analyze these texts for clues regarding the nature of the first man. Interpretation suggests that the first man described in these texts was significantly different. This implies a substantial divergence from the characteristics of humans existing in contemporary times. Such interpretations present a significant challenge to traditional views on human evolution and history. Ancient texts contain descriptions of creation processes. These accounts detail highly unusual aspects of how things were made. The methods described deviate significantly from known historical practices. Such peculiar details have long puzzled scholars and researchers. The exact nature and feasibility of these processes remain unexplained. These ancient descriptions continue to baffle modern understanding and inquiry. A central question in human origins research concerns the physical characteristics of early humans. Specifically, there is debate on whether these early humans were of giant stature. Another aspect of this inquiry involves the genetic makeup of these ancient populations. The discussion includes whether they shared a specific, potentially corrupt genetic lineage, such as Nephilim DNA. The serpent seed doctrine is a highly debated fringe theory. It is considered an ancient secret by its proponents. Understanding this doctrine requires addressing its controversial nature. The theory posits a specific interpretation of biblical narratives. A controversial interpretation proposes a significant event in human history. This theory suggests a cryptic encounter occurred, impacting humanity's development. The encounter is believed to have introduced a dangerous hybrid lineage. This lineage was directly integrated into the human population. The implications of such an introduction remain a subject of intense debate and speculation. Some traditions describe a forbidden interaction, contrasting with original human genetics. These traditions often posit an initial state of pure, unblemished genetic makeup for early humans. The forbidden interaction is seen as a deviation from this intended genetic purity. This perspective highlights a perceived corruption or alteration of the original human design. The concept of a corrupted bloodline is a recurring theme in ancient texts and mythologies. This idea often suggests a deviation from a pure or divine lineage within early human history. The Nephilim, mentioned in various religious texts, are central to this concept. They are often depicted as offspring of divine beings and human women, implying a mixed heritage. Their existence suggests these figures were not isolated anomalies, but part of a broader, unsettling pattern. The concept of the Nephilim is often discussed in ancient texts and mythologies. Traditionally, they are depicted as distinct, often giant, beings separate from humanity. However, an alternative perspective suggests a deeper connection to human lineage. This view posits the Nephilim were not separate entities, but integral to ancient genetics. Their existence could imply a genetic component embedded within early human populations. This interpretation challenges the notion of them as entirely distinct or external beings. A controversial theory has emerged, proposing a radical reinterpretation of human history. If validated, this theory would fundamentally alter our understanding of past events and developments. It directly challenges long-established beliefs and conventional historical narratives. The potential implications are profound, rewriting the entire story of human civilization. Ancient valleys are often associated with tales of towering giants. These figures are frequently depicted as monstrous and distinct from humanity. However, an alternative perspective suggests they might be distant relatives. This theory posits a shared genetic origin between humans and these giants. The commonality lies in a deeply flawed genetic blueprint. This implies a biological connection rather than complete otherness for these ancient beings. Ancient mythologies across various cultures often feature narratives of giant beings. These stories describe colossal figures with extraordinary strength or size. Modern researchers are now exploring connections between these myths and contemporary scientific discoveries. This interdisciplinary approach seeks to bridge historical accounts with current understanding. The aim is to find potential correlations or explanations for these ancient giant narratives. Fringe theories often explore unconventional ideas outside mainstream scientific consensus. These theories frequently involve claims of suppressed information or hidden discoveries. A common area of focus is archaeological evidence that challenges established narratives. Specifically, some theories investigate alleged findings of massive, non-human ancestors. Such claims suggest the existence of ancient beings with physical characteristics distinct from humans. The investigation centers on whether this evidence is deliberately concealed from public knowledge. Evidence exists that is purportedly hidden deep beneath the Earth's surface. This hidden evidence presents a direct challenge to established historical accounts. Its existence suggests a reevaluation of mainstream historical narratives. The implications could fundamentally alter our understanding of the past. Interpretations suggest historical institutions may conceal certain archaeological findings. Specifically, these theories pertain to the alleged discovery of gigantic human bones. The purported reason for this concealment is to maintain established narratives. These narratives typically concern the traditional understanding of human origins and evolution. The existence of such bones would challenge conventional scientific and historical accounts. For centuries, a profound question persisted, challenging historical understanding. Mainstream institutions struggled to provide answers to this enduring mystery. This lack of resolution created a significant void in historical knowledge. The unanswered question left a notable gap in our collective understanding of the past. The translation of ancient manuscripts is a continuous process, revealing historical insights. These translations progressively clarify the historical connection between early humans and giants. The texts provide evidence that challenges conventional understandings of ancient history. This ongoing research uncovers hidden truths about humanity's origins and early interactions. The Book of Enoch presents a complex narrative of ancient cosmic events. It describes a world marked by advanced genetic manipulation. The text details a significant cosmic rebellion among celestial beings. This ancient book vividly portrays towering, powerful entities within its narrative. Ancient texts describe powerful beings who once walked the earth. These entities possessed unimaginable power, far beyond human comprehension. Their presence profoundly influenced the course of human history and development. The Book of Enoch specifically details their interactions and impact on humanity. These beings are credited with altering human destiny in significant ways. Their legacy is documented as a pivotal force in shaping early human civilization. Enoch, a biblical figure, observed a significant celestial event. This event involved the descent of beings known as the Watchers. They descended from dark, stormy clouds, indicating a powerful arrival. The Watchers brought forbidden knowledge to humanity. Their actions led to irreversible genetic corruption among humans. Ancient texts document a mysterious event of profound significance. These writings describe the tragic blending of heavenly beings with earthly creatures. This union resulted in the creation of a monstrous lineage. The texts detail the consequences of this forbidden intermingling. Ancient texts describe a specific lineage with profound influence on early Earth. This lineage is depicted as having consumed or devoured the natural world. The term devoured suggests a process of extensive exploitation or destruction. This action resulted in a devastating impact on the planet's pristine environment. The narrative implies a significant ecological imbalance caused by their presence. Such accounts highlight historical perspectives on environmental degradation. The concept of Adam Kadmon is reevaluated in light of new information. His immense size is questioned. Was it a divine blueprint or a genetic anomaly? A potential connection to the Nephilim's terrifying physical stature is explored. This event prompts a deeper analysis of ancient texts and their interpretations. The ancient past holds stories far more mysterious than commonly understood. These narratives often include accounts of towering giants. They also speak of celestial genetic wars, adding dramatic complexity. Such forbidden histories challenge conventional understandings of our origins.